The most important thing in a whole food nutrient, vitamin, is not on the label. It can't be on the label because it exists naturally in the foodstuff. It hasn't been found yet, and the FDA only wants to know percentages of those things they can truly identify. But if you think of a long row of dominoes, and you go along and you tip over the first one, it goes to the other end. That's a whole food nutrient. It has all the cofactors, it has all the attachments, it has everything it needs to make it from here to over there and be used by your body. But if you take something that comes from somebody's laboratory someplace or somebody's attic somewhere, and their food, their remnants, you know what a succinate is? Vitamin E, alpha tocopherol succinate. Okay, the succinate is, who owns the process for that? Eastman Kodak owns the process for that. Well, why does Eastman Kodak have anything to do with the vitamin business? Well, the reason they have something to do with the vitamin business is because they have to take an oil and turn it into a film. And when they're done with that, there's a thing that we can think of as the manure factor. Let's think of the manure factor. I'm a farmer and I have a lot of pigs and cows and everything else. And I got all this stuff and I've got more of it than I need. And so one day I had the bright idea to stick it all in the front yard with a big sign that says, fertilizer for sale. It's no longer manure, it's fertilizer. And I have people pay me for my cows to poop. What a thought, you know? So consequently, the manure factor carries over in a lot of other industries. So for example, what do they do with nuclear waste? Well, they sell it to those people that have field irradiators. So they can take your potato and nuke it 12 times before it ever gets to the marketplace. So like when we were all young, your kids would come home from school and we'd have a sweet potato, we'd put toothpicks in and stick it in the plant and it would grow a pretty flower. It won't work anymore because those things have been nuked. It won't work with a potato anymore because you could take a potato years ago, cut it 4 ways, stick it in the ground and have potatoes. I mean, just grow more potatoes. But now, due to the manure factor is take this and sell it to the public. How about fluoride? Calcium fluoride is natural in nature, but sodium fluoride is a remnant product from aluminum mining. I mean, so what do? They sold a bill of goods to the government, they sold a bill of goods to the dental community, and now what we have is taking somebody's manure and turning it into, quotes, some product. Well, succinate is the remnant of making, in fact, film. So what they did, the succination process, is they take this big gooey mass, they heat it up, they cool it down, it turns into a big crystal, they hit it, it turns into a powder, they put it in a pill, they sell it to us. Well, they don't sell it to me, but they do sell it to you. So consequently, if you go down the line and you take and pull out 6 or 8 dominoes here or there or everywhere else, what happens to you at that point is that you start, first it goes, it stops. Well, it's going to start up again, but where is it going to get the fuel to do it? It's going to get it from you. It's going to get it from you. It's going to get it from you. And so you're taking those artificial nutrients and, wow, I really feel great. I'm just, I can't tell you how great I feel. And then a month or 2 later, I just need to have 12 million of those things to feel like anything because it's making vitamin deficiencies in you for having to complete the process of carrying this thing through to the other end.